All right. It's Friday, March 13th. Friday the 13th. Okay, so it was a good day. Three trades, three winners, including one that was right at the open that got a little sketchy. Um, traded one share again today, and I think it's time to start trading two shares. Two shares. And then we'll go from there. We'll see how that works. Um, Basically, I'm gonna just keep upping. I mean, I can still follow the you know the risk that I had before, which is when your risk is a certain amount of cents, basically making one R be $5, right? So if I'm risking 30 cents and then 15 shares, but it's never going to get that high. It's because my the way I'm trading now compared to the way I was trading before, it seems that the risk is usually pretty a lot higher. It's up to like 40, 50 cents right off the get go. For instance, like this first trade on the INO today, if we look here, so I was getting in right around the 60 level, or I'm sorry, right around the 80 level. Had it pulled back to 60, I would have just bought another share here. My risk wasn't really probably, my entry may have been down to $7, right? So I'm kind of scaling in, so my max risk ends up being a $5 position, because if I buy at 80, if I buy another share at 60, another share at the 73 area, and then I use below 7 as my stop, I mean, I've got to consider that my initial entry here at 80 cents would be, that's my max risk there, right? And then I've got four shares, which technically I can, even with a full four shares, you could risk $1 and still be risking $4, right? So really my max risk, I guess, or my max area would be like 680 from $1 away from this, and even still, I've only got $4 worth of risk. Um, but anyway, basically what I want to do, I think, is start trading two shares, because especially after the open. So at the open, I might still have to just risk very small, because of what happened this morning. So I hit a buy market button this morning right when I saw this dip to the 80 level. I canceled it because it started riding the price. I was like, well, that's expected but annoying still. Um, and then a little bit later, you know, what seems like an eternity actually, I get filled. And it tells me I filled at 782, which is not a bad fill actually. That's pretty nice. Because the low here was 780, so that's almost bottom ticking this little thing here. Now the exit, I did hit, once I saw it pop up over 8, I just hit sell market. Again, it starts riding. I cancel it, and then I ended up, where's, yeah, I ended up hitting a limit order at 8:30. So it must have been in this candle somewhere up here. Um, I joined the ask, but that got rejected, and then after that, I got notified that I was filled at 8:14. So again, the orders seem to be going through, but I'm getting notified later. It's just, I'm not sure what I'm going to do about this. I might just have to use limit orders in the beginning, in the opening, and then cancel them if they don't look like they're filled. But I'm not sure that if, until I'm notified that they're filled, I might not be able to exit, which, a trade like this, you can see, like, there was a small window of 3 minutes here, where I could have exited profitable. Call it 4 or 5 minutes maybe with these candles, because I still could have gotten out at a decent price. But I want to be exiting up here somewhere. And then this turns into a loser, right? So if I can't get out, that sucks. So I sat through this morning. I did this trade. It was a nice winner. It could have been better, but whatever. Then I sat through all of this pullback, not taking an entry, which honestly I'm pretty impressed with my ability to read the tape and not jump in on any of this. There was a little spike here, a little spike here, a little spike here, little bounce, but and then it pulled back to 7, and I don't even remember exactly what was going on. I might have been looking at something else, but I didn't see any of this, or didn't take it if I was watching it. It was the pullback here. So here there was a little bounce off this 730 area, and it happened kind of inside this candle. As you can see, that's where my entrance and exit were. So I got in at 744 as it bounced here, and it popped up to the 750s. I got out at 752. That was a very quick trade. Let's see what the times are. Yeah, I was in at 651.14 and out at 651.32. So just almost 20 seconds to get in and out of that trade. And then you can see it actually reversed and would have taken me out and bounced down here off this this teens level. But then ultimately headed back up. So this is one of those where, could have ridden through here probably and then would have gotten a bigger trade out of it. But I like these quick little scalps. They're really, they're small wins, but basically I'm looking at support on level 2, and I don't remember exactly what I saw here, but just watching support and buying, and then if the support breaks, I'll get out for just a few cents loss. Same thing here though. There was some good support in the 750 area, and it just popped up, and I got out because it kind of stalled right away. It didn't really make a nice pop, and you can see it kind of went sideways for a while and ended up popping up into the 760s. But that was about it. It sold off from there. I did watch support here. Let's see, what does that say? Oh, yeah, didn't pull the trigger here. So I was watching support through this area, but it just I didn't. I guess it was here. I don't remember exactly which candle we're talking about here, but there was some support here, and I didn't pull the trigger. It did pop a little bit, but nothing crazy. Anyway, overall, I feel like I've got a pretty good read on level 2, and even considering it's INO, which has been hard to read. I feel like I had a pretty good eye on it today. There were a couple of, actually there was a lot of halting today in some of the small stocks, but a lot of them were garbage. And I was happy that I stayed out of it. There was one, I don't remember which name it was, but there was a halt resume that looked kind of juicy, but I stayed out of it. I'm glad I did, because it didn't really do anything for me. So yeah, it's time to increase size. At this point, take a second here and pull up Trader View. You can see my my overall. It's funny, my overall profit and loss is not good, right? And that goes back to the other style of trading I was doing, but you can see, and again, these numbers being as small as they are, but just because I'm only trading one share, with just my scalp trades, I'm at 85% win rate. Again, the win rate isn't everything, right? There are some people who have a low win rate of, I don't know, 30%, but their winners are so big and their losers are so small that it works out. In this case, my average winner is 17 cents, my average loser is 12 cents. So I'm still even, there's a bigger win to loss ratio there. And then the percentage being so high. Really, this looks good. What was that biggest winner on specs? So anyway, whoops. Yeah, I like it. I hope I can continue this. I feel like I can. Again, we'll increase share size. Uh, Probably after 5 or 10 minutes after the open or something, I'll bump it up to 2 shares. Those little scalps that I've been taking, I like those. Um, if I can get a good read on things, then I'll yeah, increase the share size. So anyway, it's been good, and it's Friday, so the weekend's coming up, and take it from there. All right, back Monday.